Hey everyone, this is Bhumika. In this video, I will be talking about that how a client approached me and how I closed a deal with him without losing this project. So without doing any further ado, let's get started. Firstly, I would like to share some quick points that I will be discussing in this video. Firstly, how a client can find you. Then I will be discussing that how you should approach to a client. And then in the last, we will be looking at how to write a proposal to a client. So I will be discussing these important points in the video. Please make sure that you watch the video till the end. So firstly, let's start with how a client can find you. So first thing is that how you can be visible on the platforms like LinkedIn, Twitter, and Instagram. Right now, I'm only going to talk about LinkedIn. So why I'm talking about the visibility? Like how anyone will going to find you if you are not visible on any of the platform, or like if someone want to reach out to me on LinkedIn, why they are going to reach out to me only, not the other person. So here is the thing, like if you are working on any project, you are doing some case studies, you know that how you can build the products, you are looking for some apps and you want to make some improvements in it, you have some ideas related to the features and how you can make the improvements. If you're reading some article and you want to share some of the thoughts related to it, so you can do these things or share these things on LinkedIn. Like it will help you to build a brand, and also we're going to showcase your thought process, your work. Other person who are on this platform will going to see your work. They will going to know about you. So just the visibility that I'm talking about. But if you're not visible to them, then how anyone will going to give you the opportunity or the work? Like there are a lot of people who have a good skill set, who know the work. So they are doing these things. That's why they are getting the opportunity. They are getting the clients. And it is like if you are a freelancer, so it is quite hard to get the clients. And if you're not doing these things, so I think getting the client will be quite challenging for you. So it is better to start building your brand and start showcasing your work. It's not only about building a brand, but it's also about growing day by day, learning small things on a daily basis. So start doing this thing. Next, I'm going to talk about how you should approach to a client. So here is a thing, when you are reaching out to any person, whether a person is working in any company or client, you should know that how to write professionally to that person through a message or through a mail. Like if you're not doing this thing, no one will going to respond to you. So this is also one of the skill set that you should have, to write in a professional way, to write in more structured way. So what you can do that you can write the content from your side, and if you see like there need some improvements, like it needs some improvements in the content, or is there is any mistake in it, so you can take the help of the AI tools. But I would suggest that don't fully rely on the AI to improve your skill by writing the content or the message or the mail from your side. Then make the improvements by the help of the AI. Like if I write something, I firstly write it from my side, and if I see that it needs some improvements or it needs small changes, I take the help of the Gemini. So please don't fully rely on the AI tools. So now I'm going to jump to the price proposal letter. So firstly, you can start with their name and you can thank them for giving you the opportunity or the project that you're working on. Please try to keep it brief, and then you can start with the project scope. So in the project scope, I have discussed about the conversation that I have with the client so that it can give them the clarity that I know that what need to be built. Like here, I've written it based on our conversation. This project focuses on designing visually appealing and user-friendly landing page for both your app and website. Also, I'm ensuring a consistent brand identity across both the platforms. I'm also going to optimize the layout and content to improve the user experience. So these are some of the things that are discussed in the meeting with the client. And once I'm done with this, I share that how much estimated time it will going to take to complete the project. And after that, you need to share the pricing option. Like either you can share the fixed amount, like the total amount that you're going to take, or either you can share that how much per hour you are charging. So it totally depends on the experience level that you have. So after sharing the price, please also include that what values you are providing to them. Like here I've written that I'm designing 2 landing page for them. One is for the website and one is for the app. And I'm also going to provide design system to them or the wireframing. So you need to include that what are the values we are providing to them. Also include that how many rounds of revision you are going to give after the final design. Once you're done with the pricing option and the further details, you need to give the payment details, like how much payment you are taking upfront or how much payment will you take after the completion of the final project. So keep the price according to your experience. Like if you have less experience, you should keep it up to 25%, or either you can ask it for the 50% upfront. Totally depends on you. And I would say that asking upfront will allow you to work on a project in more smoother way. And once you're done with it, or you can share your payment mode, like how you are accepting the payments. Then in the end, I've just end the note with asking that if they have any queries or they need any further clarification related to the price, they can let me know and I'm happy to discuss with them. So this is how I end my note for the letter. So this is the end of the video and I hope you learned something new from it. If you like this video, please let me know in the comment section and also give a thumbs up to this video. And please make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I will be coming up with more new UX design related content. So please don't forget to press the bell icon so that you don't miss any updates regarding my new videos. Till then, stay tuned and I will see you in my next video.